Today's video, we are going to be talking about what love actually looks like in practice. And I'm going to be sharing from my own experience on how I used to view love in the past from a fearful avoidant attachment perspective and how I view it now that I have moved more towards secure attachment. And the real question in this video that I'm going to be answering is love something where you fall in love with someone, or is it a choice? Is there just one soulmate, one person who is perfect for you, or can you make it work with most people? That is what I'm going to be answering in this video. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to be having a really, really exciting announcement for you later today that I'll be sharing. And oh my God, I cannot wait to share this with you. But first, let's get right into the video. So the way I used to view love was that it was like this fairy tale type of love, Disney type of love, where we don't really even get to see how it is carried out in practice. Because in the movies, when we see everything on TV, which is how we are influenced as human beings, we see it in front of us, whether it is in from our parents or people around us or from TV. And if you didn't have a modeling of healthy love and you kind of took everything you saw on TV and you equated that with healthy love, and you have all of these negative associations with love as well, and seeing it as dangerous, you can see how you then end up in a place where you feel like you have to find that soulmate or that there's only one type of person for you and that this person is like this perfect image. And I'm getting a little bit carried away and getting ahead of myself here, but the way I used to view love is that I saw it as this fairy tale. When I meet my soulmate, everything is going to fall into place. We will not even have to communicate very much. He will read my mind, and I wouldn't even have to express my needs. I wouldn't have to do certain things, and it would just be like an understanding in the relationship. It would be a person that wouldn't annoy me, wouldn't trigger me. The relationship is almost perfect. Or I think I did believe that I it had to be perfect. That person needed to be perfect. And in relationships, I would see, and even with my partner now, who I have been with for 10 years. We are about to celebrate our 10-year anniversary this week, which is what this exciting announcement is actually about, which I will share later on. But we have gone through so many ups and downs, and there had been so many moments when I question, is he the person for me? Is he the one? And that is a question that I found myself constantly asking. I found myself constantly asking, is he the one? He makes sense on paper, but what if I spend the rest of my life with him and I realize he's not the one for me? And I realized that that was the wrong question to be asking because when I was constantly asking, is he the one? I was almost just leaving it up to chance. Like I had no choice in the matter, it wasn't really up to me. It was either he is the one or he isn't. And we experienced so many ups and downs. And you may be wondering, like, why did it take you so long to get married after 10 years? And honestly, a majority of that was because we started dating at a very young age. But a huge part of it is that I literally was in this limbo most of the time. At a certain point, I wasn't even sure that I wanted to get married. And the big part of it was because I was going through this internal struggle and this internal conversation of, is he the one? Is he not? Every time I start to feel love, I feel myself wanting to pull away and wanting to sabotage it. There was so much internal struggle of, like, what if I make the wrong decision? We don't have the passion 24/7. We are not affectionate all the time. I don't find every single thing about him perfect. I sometimes he annoys me, and it was like all of these things that were coming up, and I'm like, and when you compare that to having this image of believing that there is the one, that this person will read your mind, that they will never annoy you, that it's this fairy tale type of love, that's when you start to sabotage the relationship. And it is almost a way to leave the relationship because you already don't feel safe in receiving love. You don't feel safe. I've talked about in the on this channel before that because you don't feel safe in love, you're afraid of abandonment, you're afraid of rejection, you're afraid of criticism, you're afraid of so many things that became associated with love from a very young age that now there is this wall up and your brain tries to protect you when you start to feel love because we don't want to go through that pain again. That is your brain's way of trying to protect you and your body shutting down in the moment to keep you away from danger. And when you are shut down in the moment and your mind and body are trying to keep you away from the supposed danger, that is when we start to feel so disconnected in relationships. I'm sure you felt this. If you have felt like, I don't know if this is the person for me, we connect and then I like kind of draw back. The other interesting thing is that when you are still deep in these patterns of fearful avoidant attachment, you will oftentimes find yourself attracted to the bad boy or the person who is emotionally unavailable, and you will think and feel that this person, there is something about them that is drawing you in, and that they're the right person for you, and that this person is too safe that you're with now. I experienced this myself. There was a certain point in my relationship where my ex came back in the equation, not just speaking, not really like in a serious way, but just chatting. And I found myself questioning, I'm like, oh, like this feels safe, but maybe it's too safe. So I even used to view love as like something that shouldn't feel safe. It should feel exciting and it should be like I'm like out at the edge of my seat. And it's like this kind of thing where it's almost like the two people are playing games the entire time, and you're not really sure how the other person feels about you. You're not sure how you feel about them, or maybe you're even obsessed with them, or you're having like, you're obsessed with the version that you've built in your head up of them. And it just feels like your body is more drawn to the unsafety than the safe person because your nervous system is so used to the it's so used to and familiar with the chaos, with the drama, with the emotional unavailability. And so you then start to see your secure partner or the person who feels safe, which is the person who is going to actually show up for you and be loyal and be able to take your feelings into consideration and be able to show up for you and be there for you and hold a safe space for you to be able to express yourself and open up your heart again. That very person is the person where your mind tells you, like, maybe they're too safe. Maybe I'm not going, maybe it doesn't make sense for me to end up with this person. Our personalities don't make sense. We don't have the same hobbies. And it starts to come up with all kinds of reasons, and even then leads you to being unattracted to your partner, even though at some point you found them attractive. And so I find this so interesting that when we are still in that space where we haven't healed that part of us that is attracted to the emotionally unavailable person, and we're drawn more towards danger, towards the games, towards the uncertainty, that is merely a reflection of all the unhealed wounds that are within us. That is just a reflection of all the familiarity that is coming from our childhood. It doesn't mean anything about you. It doesn't mean any that you are broken. It doesn't mean that you're actually in love with this person. It's just a reflection of your experiences and what your nervous system finds safe because it is familiar. And so, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be announcing this. What I realize is that for so many women, until we actually create that safety internally, because we may have now moved away from those unsafe environments from our childhood, until we actually feel safe within our body, we will not allow ourselves to feel that kind of love. We will not allow ourselves to feel loved, to receive love to be in connection with someone else, to show all of our cards, to be vulnerable, to fully express ourselves. And we stay stuck in trying to play these games and get validation from these emotionally unavailable people. And I know that you desire actual connection. You desire deep connection, not surface level connection or bids for validation and attention. You crave real presence, deep connection, authentic connection. And the thing that is standing in your way is being able to feel safe enough in your body to allow yourself to feel those things. It is not something that you can mentally know and that be enough. And I've talked about this on my channel before that you can literally read all the books, go to therapy, talk therapy, and you can do all of these things, listen to podcasts, and do the inner work on your own. But until you actually release these wounds from your body, feel grounded in your body, feel safe again in your body to feel all of these things, you will not be able to allow them in, and you will not allow yourself to be happy. You will not allow yourself because so many people talk about the feelings that we are uncomfortable with, not wanting to feel those feelings that we're uncomfortable with. But the truth is, your nervous system is comfortable with whatever feels familiar. And if happiness doesn't feel familiar to you, if love doesn't feel familiar to you, feeling good in general in your body, feeling pleasure doesn't feel familiar to you are most likely going to sabotage that when it comes, which I'm sure you're experiencing now if you're in a relationship. And the interesting thing is that once you actually start to feel safe enough to put these walls down, to melt your walls and open up your heart and express yourself, like I've worked with clients who have told me, I literally want to express to my partner how much I love them. I want to be affectionate with them. I want to hug them when they come home and just kind of show my excitement for how much I miss them. And yet, when the moment comes, I find myself stuck and I'm unable to actually express those things. I'm finding myself unable to express the affection or show my excitement. And it almost feels like what is actually happening inside is not matching what is going on the outside. You feel like you are monotone or like you're unable to actually express the excitement, express the love, and allow yourself to actually feel that and to express it out into the world. And this is so huge because the reason you find yourself unable to express that, your body is holding you back and you're unable to show that side of you is because it is associated with danger. How many times were you criticized for showing up in this way? How many times were you put down when you were a little girl and you were just excited to talk about something you're passionate about? Or when you just felt love and excitement and you were happy to be alive and you were just put down and criticized or punished? And so, in order to feel safe again, to learn to express yourself in that way, to allow love in, to express love, like that needs to happen on a body level. And that is why I'm so freaking excited to announce my new course that is going to be launching for our anniversary. It is going to be on a pre-order sale price until the date of after our anniversary. I feel like this is the perfect way to celebrate my fiance and I's 10-year anniversary of being together. We have gone through so many ups and downs, and in that course, I'm going to be sharing how to start feeling safe and love again, to allow yourself to feel love, to express love, and to remove all of these barriers and blocks that are actually stuck in your body, all the trauma that is living in your body that is causing you to be so afraid to express yourself, to show up and show up even for yourself. And not only that, this is literally what I'm creating in this course. I have never seen. I have never seen anything like it, and I am so excited to be sharing it because not only am I helping you feel safe in love and feel safe in your body and be able to start feeling love again, I'm actually helping you go to the next level of creating the type of relationship that you have dreamt about. And it is not going to be coming from this place of this needy, desperate energy. Because I feel like so often when we are in survival, we are coming at the relationship from trying to get our needs met. We are expecting our partner to read our minds and we're expecting them to meet the needs that we're not even sure of, that we haven't even met for ourselves. And it shows up in your energy as like this lacking energy. Like you are trying to take without pouring into the relationship. And anyone who has been in a long-term relationship knows that relationships are about putting the other person first. It is about giving more than you receive. And so we are going to also be talking about how to start giving more in the relationship, how to start activating and inspiring your man to show up in the way that you want. Because I guarantee you that you are wanting your man to be obsessed with you, to show up for you and adore you, and just literally like be doing all of these things that you're trying to get him to do from a place of scarcity and from a place of like punishment and testing and manipulating and all of these ways where we try to get what we want and what we need because we don't already have it within ourselves. I'm going to be showing you how to literally have your partner obsessed with you, providing for you, showing up for you from a healthy place so that you don't feel like you're literally like trying to get the validation, trying to get the attention, because we as women were not meant to chase men. So I'm going to even be talking about feminine energy, how to get that polarity back in place where your man is now chasing you, coming after you, planning dates. If you find yourself like right now, he's not taking initiative, he's not planning things. It feels like there is no passion. It feels like it's just dull. I'm going to be sharing that in the course as well because we are not just going from base level safety, we are going to the next level. We are going to be creating a juicy relationship. And I'm just so excited to pour everything into this course that I have learned over the past few years because I literally have been waking up in the middle of the night with writing so many notes. I've been getting so many downloads for this course, and I just have so much to share and pour into you. So I am so excited to be releasing this. The content will be available once the pre-order sale ends, but you will not want to miss this sale because this is the lowest it will ever be. And this is my gift to the people who decide to join early, the people who decide quick, the people who know they need to be in there, the people who know that their relationship will never be the same again. And if they don't invest in this, they cannot afford to not invest in this. But I don't want you in the course because of the price. I want you in the course if you feel like this is the next step for you. This is the next level of evolution. This like you're literally hearing me speak about this and it excites you just as much as it excites me to create it. Those are the kind of people that I want in there. We are not going to come at this from a place of lack. We are done with that. In fact, I'm going to be changing so much of what I speak on in this channel because I felt like what I was sharing is really helpful, and I think it's going to be helpful for a lot of people. But I think I've created enough on the patterns of fearful avoidant attachment, and I am now ready to create on how to actually focus on that next level, how to shift and transform that identity. And that is exactly what I'm going to be doing in this course with you. You are literally going to be a whole new woman. You will be transformed throughout this course. If you follow everything that I share with you, you are most likely not going to recognize yourself by the end of it. So as you can see, I am just so excited to be sharing this with you. I am still in the process of filming it, but I am adding to the course as I go. And as an incentive to the first people that join while the pre-order sale is going on, you are going to be added to a Telegram group where you get to ask me private, personal questions. We get to chat. It will be either, still haven't decided, it will either be through WhatsApp or Telegram, whichever one is easiest to connect everyone. But the people who decide now, who know they need to be in this course, who know they cannot miss out on this transformation, will be added to a Telegram group, and you get to ask me the questions in a private setting. This is not something I've ever done before, and I'm just feeling so excited to share it with you, and I'm feeling so excited for all the transformations that I know are going to come out of this course. Moving into how I view relationships now. The way that I view love now is that I see it as a choice that you make. I see it as something that we get to decide. Every day we get to decide that we are gonna show up with love. It is not something you just do once, or not something where you just like say, oh, I fell in love with this person and everything just kind of goes like fine and dandy. Like, you're gonna go through so many ups and downs. We're all humans. We have a wide range of emotions. We have a wide range of nervous systems, and we experience life so differently. And people are not perfect. I'm not perfect. I know I can be so freaking annoying, and my partner still shows up with so much patience, so much love, so much consideration, so much thoughtfulness. And we both continue to make mistakes. We both continue to learn from each other. We both continue to be each other's teachers. We both continue to be the mirror for each other, for the things that we want to improve on and tweak, but nobody is perfect. And the way I used to view it is that the person had to be perfect, and that's how you know they're the one. But I realized that no one is perfect. I didn't have to be perfect. And when I believed I needed to be perfect, I hid so many different parts of myself, and that didn't allow me to be vulnerable. When I felt like I had to be perfect, I didn't actually allow myself to share with my partner and allow him to see all parts of me. And it felt like there was a disconnection because I wasn't able to really share all of me, who I am. It felt like there was a disconnection. And obviously, that disconnection doesn't just go away, it shows up in the relationship in different ways. It could even show up as resentment for them not seeing you for who you truly are, even though you are the one that is holding that back. You are the one that is keeping that to yourself and not allowing yourself to share those parts of yourself. And so that's why I'm so excited to be creating this course, because so much of these blocks and many of these beliefs just naturally disappear when you create safety in your body. The reason these things come up is because you are feeling unsafe and the walls go up and you protect yourself in these ways. But once you create that safety for yourself again, oh my gosh, it's your life is about to change. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyone who joins this course, be ready to receive, be ready to take all of it in, and be ready to transform who you are. And just know that there is nothing wrong with you exactly where you're at now. That you're not broken. Throughout this course, who you truly are is going to be revealed. And I mean that in the best way possible. Because we oftentimes think there's something wrong with us, we're broken, we're so imperfect, they're like we can't allow people to see certain parts of us, and we just keep hiding and keep dimming ourselves down and keep holding in that love that we want to express and we want to feel. But oh my gosh, when you finally feel safe enough, and when you can finally feel safe enough to allow all parts of yourself to be expressed, allow yourself to receive love and to share the love that you have in your heart, woo, oh my God, you're about to be a brand new woman. It will feel like you are a brand new woman, even though it was within you all along. Everything that you even admire in other people, or the characteristics that you feel like you do not have but are longing for, all of that is already within you. You cannot desire something that is not already within you. It's just about the things that are blocking it, standing in the way of the expression of those things. And the interesting thing is that when we have experienced trauma, we often see things as all or nothing. But what I've realized is that love gets to be a choice. I get to choose love. I get to show up in love. I get to give love in the relationship and receive it. I'm not just falling in love with this one soulmate, and I get to have the passion, and I get to have the partner who chases me, who literally plans these romantic dates, who takes me out, who provides for me, who makes me feel safe to be with him, who provides a safe space for me to share what I'm going through. I get to have both. I get to have both. I don't just have to have one or the other. I don't have to just fall in love with the emotionally unavailable person and have this unrealistic expectation and like and continue to play all these games or choose someone and for it to feel boring and safe and like there's no romance there. I get to have the safety, the romance, the passion. I get to have all of it. And that is exactly what I'm going to be showing you in this course. So, if you have any questions or anything came up, please feel free to share down below. That is everything that I have for you in today's video. I'm hoping I will see you in the course if it is calling out your name. If you are so ready for that transformation, you have done all the inner work, you've done the therapy, you have listened to all the podcasts and all the books, and you are just ready for a new way. You're ready to feel this change in your body. You are ready to be this woman who is magnetic, but also grounded and safe and is able to receive love and give love and express herself fully. Like I just cannot wait to see you in the course and chat with you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.